Happy Saturday to you. This is David Richard with Balance the Tribe, Body, Mind, and Spirit. What if you could handle all the challenges that life throws at you kind of with great ease? From the small ones like maybe having an issue with a computer or cell phone to the major ones of getting a health diagnosis. Excuse me. Handles all the grace and ease and actually getting healthier all the way around along the way. That's what I found out when I worked on my body, mind, and spirit. I went for a simple tumor, yeah. A simple biopsy for the tumor in my sinus. Had complications, woke up in ICU the next day. When I was in ICU, my reaction was, okay, it was no big deal. Went back the following week to end up getting a cancer diagnosis. I was okay with that. Complications, had to stay in that again, and went back the following week for what turned out to be an 8-hour surgery. I ended up being okay with that. But I'd used balancing the triad for body, mind, spirit to get through that, and also help to rehabbing and get myself back to where I previously was. All right, so I've been talking about the different steps that you can use to start working on your triad. So this one goes right along with yesterday, it was yesterday, I talked about progress. What the notion with that one there was, most of the time we look at still far where we have to go instead of remembering how far we've come. So with that, a lot of times, and I've been fully guilty of this, we make it to our goal, we make it to a milestone where it is, and then we're okay, we're ready for the next one. Make it that one, we're ready for the next one. What I want to talk about here is making sure to celebrate your wins. And there's some reason for a bit. Let me talk. There's several reasons that helps out with this. I got some notes here with me to make sure I cover some of the points I wanted to. So you want to make sure to celebrate those wins. You want to celebrate each and every step along the way. It's basically you want to be the head cheerleader for your life. You want to make sure and keep yourself going to celebrate. And you might not be used to this, so it might take a little bit of a while. Back when I first started this as well, when I started introducing what the idea of the body, mind, and spirit was, you had to figure out what it was for you. We briefly talked about the subconscious mind, which is at least 1,000,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. Well, the subconscious mind gets programmed with emotions. Now, whether they're positive or negative, you're programming your mind. Now, you can reprogram it if you do positive ones. So if you're celebrating, you're doing strong, positive emotions, and you reprogram your mind to keep wanting those, to keep feeling those, and eventually it will do those positive emotions automatically. Okay, so your subconscious mind works with emotions. If you want to do strong, positive emotions, it's going to work with those. Another aspect about doing this, because I'm looking at my notes here, another part of the subconscious mind is a lot of times we have to ask it for help. Because the subconscious mind a lot of times wants to keep us safe. There's certain things we don't want to do. It's scared about us. It's not doing that negativity. It just wants to protect us. And usually it's our ego that's somewhat involved. But if you ask your subconscious mind for help and you get to celebrate with it, it's going to start to associate celebrating with helping you. And that way there, your subconscious mind is going to start to help you out more. Hope that kind of makes sense, all right? And then let me throw a little science in here. When you also start to celebrate, the steps, you get the motivation along the way, you start to release chemicals from the brain. Let's just say you release chemicals. I'd have to double check to make sure where they're coming from. But you release one of them is dopamine. Dopamine is sometimes referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It's a neurotransmitter. As you start working on things, you start going through, you get the motivation, it gets you driving. And it's like if you play any type of games, whether it's a game on your phone, you get that next level, it's like, okay, yeah, good, it feels good. You want to do the next one. You want to do the next one. One thing games are good about, it can also be abused as well. But let's focus on the positive. But that's part of the feel-good chemical. You like the releases. You want to keep yourself going. And another one is serotonin, especially when you remember your successes from the past. That makes you feel good. You can relive those because, as we've talked about before, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real or vividly imagined. So if you can think about the celebration of successes you had before, it releases another kind of pleasure chemical for you. So there's some science between actually going through and wanting to celebrate your wins. It keeps you going. It motivates your subconscious mind. You get those feel-good chemicals being released from the body. You like the feelings, so you want to keep going. So make sure and go through and celebrate your wins. The small ones for each little step you make, and as well as the large ones. Keep doing that, and your body will keep on wanting to do it. So your body and mind and spirit will work together so you can keep working on them and keep improving those and your life. All right, so hopefully that all makes sense. It did when I wrote it down, but hopefully it made sense as well also when I spoke it out. So that's what I got for you today. So let me know your thoughts on that. How do you celebrate your wins? And what do you feel when you've done that? Even if you have children or grandchildren, have you noticed the difference when you celebrate their wins? And think about even with the video games. How do you feel when you beat that level? You want to come and do the next one? You want to do the next one? All right. So take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. We'll catch you next time. So balancing 2. Bye-bye.